welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Oh,
And this is our 7th episode.
is it 7?
7. This is
Lucky
the 7th
number
one.
7.
Yeah, lucky number 7.
Yeah.
Another week.
I can't believe we're still doing this.
Mm-hmm. I thought about yesterday was April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
And I thought about posting on our Facebook page. It's like, we're done. We had a good run. So enjoy the 6 episodes we did, but we're not doing them anymore.
We decided that the vitriol we got from the audience is so great that we're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, we just wanted to go out on top.
Yeah, we wanted to
We
stop
peaked.
while we were ahead.
We peaked.
We peaked at 6.
But then I was worried no one would listen anymore, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, I was a little. I would be hesitant to do that because then, like, the people that are listening would think, "Oh, they're not doing it anymore. They gave up."
Yeah.
And then not if they didn't realize it was April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
But,
Which is kind of all part of the joke.
Yeah.
But maybe next
That's
year.
the joke.
Maybe
but
next year we'll do it.
It seems it could easily backfire on us.
Yeah. Next year when we have 58 episodes, we'll do it.
Yeah. Did
All
that
right.
count? All right.
Here's the heads up. The only heads up you're going to get. Next year, April Fools, we're quitting.
We're quitting.
Okay.
All
right.
You have a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. Got some game time in, which is nice. Always good.
Yeah. I'm still playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah. How many hours you got in it?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot to look at my count. It's over 40.
Yeah.
Maybe 50. I don't know. I've been playing it a lot.
Yeah.
I finished the first year.
Yeah.
Got married.
Is she pretty?
Oh, yeah.
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 What color is her hair?
Do I have to answer that question?
Yes.
What colored hair do you think it is?
I would guess a redhead.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had choices. There were 2 of them.
Oh, there were 2. What was
Yeah.
the other color?
I don't.
Oh, they were both redheads.
No, there was 2 redheads.
Oh, okay. So
there's
why
also-
did you go with the one you went with?
She liked me more faster,
Okay.
and she lived like right next door to me.
Okay. Less travel time.
Yeah, and well now she lives with me.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Even less travel time.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's great because when you get married, then you have, like, some mornings she just, like, does her own thing, but some mornings you get up and she's outside and she's like, I watered all the crops or I fed all the animals. I'm like, oh, thank you. You just saved me, like, an hour.
Yeah. Hour real time or in game?
In-game. It doesn't take an hour to
I was gonna
water.
say, that's a long
an hour
time.
in-game.
I don't know if I'd want to spend an
Yeah,
hour.
I'm still playing it. I'm winding down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I will still be playing it for a little while.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not like hitting it as hard as I was like
Yeah.
last weekend, but I am still playing it.
Yeah. That's good.
You should play it.
I probably will get it. Try to play it at some point.
Yeah.
We talked about doing kind of a let's play.
Yeah, we have a
And,
concept for a let's play. I call it sidecar.
Yeah.
And
I think it's pretty
deaf
good
and
idea.
dumb sidecar.
Mhm.
And the way it would work is we would record one of us playing a game, but the other person would just kind of sit in and just
Talk to
watch the other person play and talk to them or heckle them or whatever
Yeah.
it is we do.
tell them how stupid they are for doing
Yeah.
it the way they
Yeah.
are doing. Whatever.
And mostly like the idea of playing games that the other one person has played before, but the player
Yeah.
is new. So
Yeah,
you
so
can play Stardew, I can watch.
Yeah.
Maybe I can play Bloodborne or
Yeah.
something I've been wanting
Something
to play.
I've played you haven't.
Yeah, but
could
but
be a lot of
we'll
fun.
see.
We'll play around with that
yeah,
idea.
we'll see how that goes.
I've been playing Picross.
Yeah.
Pokemon Picross
Yeah.
still. It's kind of my
Still
daily.
third weekend, we're still talking about Picross.
Yeah. Has it been 3 weeks?
Yeah,
Really?
I first talked
You
about
started
it 2
talking
weeks
about-
ago.
I
like 2
played it-
episodes ago. Yeah,
I started it last week or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
yeah,
It's
been 3
become part of my daily routine now. I'll play it for a little bit every day.
I stopped. I got because I was kind of bitter last week
Yeah,
about it.
you
and
talked about that, yeah.
I stopped for a while, and then I've been picking it back up a little bit, just enough to try to get the pick right so I can move on. I finally this morning, I did the daily challenge this morning, and I was able to get enough to go to the next area. So I actually have a whole bunch more stuff.
What area are you in?
Area 4 or 5. It's the
Really?
first. It's
That's
the
it?
split. It's the
Yeah.
first
Oh,
one
the
that's
first split. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a confession.
What?
So last week we talked about the spending money on it and how
Did you
premium.
spend money?
I might have spent money.
You spent money.
You
bastard.
After I spent last week talking about how I never do it.
Yeah.
Never do it.
You hypocrite.
I did it.
You hypocrite.
But you know why I did it?
Because you're weak.
No, not that at all. I accidentally hit it at one point, and I forgot I had because you have to use
Yeah, your Nintendo dollars or whatever.
dollars.
Whatever
well, I
they're
forgot
called. Nintendo dollars.
When I bought Pokemon Yellow, I had to get. I didn't have enough.
Yeah,
I had to get. It was
you have to-
19 something.
Yeah.
And I only had 10, so I had to get 20, which is the smallest you can get.
Yeah.
So I had $9 just sitting there.
Oh, so you spent that?
Not all of it.
You spent a little bit of it.
I spit. I've done it twice.
I think I got like $8 on there. Maybe I could.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go down that hole.
And it's nice. It's helpful.
Oh yeah.
I'm in area 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did it really jumpstart it?
It gives you a buffer,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Did you-
and I
okay.
stop doing the 10 to reboost. If I don't have enough points to play it, I just don't do it, and I put it down for a couple hours.
Okay, so here's the real question of self-control. Have you only done it once? You're hesitating. That means how many times have you done it?
I've
Dudley?
done it twice.
You've done it twice.
But they were both the one-time only sale thing, so I've only spent like $5.
And so each time, or did
No,
you spend
total,
more?
total.
Like, I mean, how much? I mean, like, was it half $2.50, one half and $2.50, or did you do like $1, and then you did like a $4 or something?
It was more the second one. It was like $2
How
for
they
the
get
first
you,
one,
Dudley.
and then like $3 for the second one.
This is how you go broke.
But I noticed something. If you buy so many Picross or Picrites, whatever it is,
Yeah.
if you buy so many of them, you can get them for free.
What?
Like once you spend so much money, it's like you bought the game, so it will give you some for free.
So
I mean, it's a significant
basically
amount. I mean, you have to buy like something around like 5,000 of them.
like $5,000.
No, 5,000 Picrites or whatever. But
That's
once
a
you
significant
do that,
amount to me.
yeah, it's a good bit. It's a good it's like $20 I think once you all said and done.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more than that, but I don't think I'll do that. But
Well, see, now you told me that, maybe I consider it. I don't know. I will see.
yeah, it's nice because the first one gives you 200. And then the second one I got gave me 800. So I've been using that just to get to the levels.
Okay.
And my goal is just to finish the mural. That's all I really
that's
care
all you
about.
care about?
Yeah.
I like the mural.
I do enjoy the murals.
But, yeah.
But I just started. I just don't, spend the
So-
10 points to
So
get.
that's how you've been playing, is
Yeah,
more,
that's
way
why
more
I've
than
been
me,
playing
because I was wondering, I was like, how is he still playing more
Yeah.
than me? I can barely play for an hour a day. I don't have enough stuff.
I was waiting for you to say something, and you never did. So
I never
didn't
did.
tell you.
It didn't occur to me how much you were playing.
I saved it for
Uh-huh.
people to enjoy your reaction.
I played a game of Guild Ball this week.
Yeah, that's the
After
tabletop miniature soccer
Yeah,
game.
it got kickstarted. I think I've talked about this briefly before. Maybe, I don't know.
You mentioned it.
It was a Kickstarter. It did about maybe 2 years ago now. I have no concept of time, but I think it was 2 years ago.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I backed it, and it's for a tabletop miniatures medieval soccer game. That's basically the concept, and you have like a little team of 6 guys, and it's 5 guys and a mascot, and you take the field, and it's a little 3 foot by 3 foot field, and you have a ball, and you're basically trying to beat up on each other. It's like really violent. You're like beating up each other and taking the ball and trying to get the ball to the enemy's goal. And it's pretty fun. I have two guilds.
Yeah.
I have the Morticians, and the Alchemists.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of different ones.
They all gotta have different themes.
Yeah, they all have different themes and styles of play. The Morticians are, of course, kind of grim
and undead.
yeah, they have all these kind of creepy, like they have a lot of like manipulation stuff where they can make. Like one of my guys, I can pick out one of their players and be like, you have to go next, or you have to go last. Because unlike War Machine, when War Machine you're playing, when I take my turn, my entire army takes its turn.
Yeah.
And then the other player takes their entire army to make their turn. Like all the units move in, and then they make all their units, and I move all mine. In Guild Ball, it's different. It alternates. So I'll move one of my I'll pick which player I want to run first. I'll do his action, and then the other player picks one of his players, and does their action. It alternates, which makes, because I'm so used to War Machine, it's been really hard for me to wrap my head around, because it's not like where I can make this huge effort and then they have to respond.
There's no big push.
There's no big push and then a response, and then this is a constant, like, I do something, he does something, which, so I played a game with our buddy Gary, and he was playing the Masons. And his are all finished. He's mostly finished painting. I think they were all done. All the ones he was playing were finished painting. They look good. He is so good at painting them.
Yeah.
And I haven't painted mine. I put them together. I've assembled them. Yeah. I have not painted them.
That seems to be a problem with a lot of your miniatures right now. Most of them aren't painted.
Well,
you have like one set painted.
Since I bought the Cephalix army for War Machine, most of mine are not painted right now. Before that, most of it was painted, at least 60%.
Yeah.
But
that falls in the category of most once it gets 60%.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's the definition. And so, but anyway, so I want to talk about this game. See, I was feeling confident. I'm kind of getting comfortable with the rules. I've only played about 4 times, and so I was still I was so spread out that a month might go by before I play again. So I was still feeling new, and I don't know the rules very well. Well, this is the first game. Within the first turn, I felt like I was back at it again. I knew what I was doing. I still did terrible though, because. And it wasn't really my fault. It was the dice.
Yeah, the
dice fucked me on this.
Yeah.
Twice, I ran up my guy up, and it was missed. It was a mercenary unit I was using. And I ran him up with the ball. Like, he's like really good at kicking the ball. That's where he can move across the field really far and kick the ball really far, and he's like made to run that ball in and score. His threat range is ridiculous. Yeah. I run him in to score, and he missed. I rolled 3 dice. All I need is a 4. All I need is a 4 or higher on 3 dice. That means a 50% 3 times.
So wait, these are
6-sided dice.
D6.
Yeah. So I need a 4 or higher. So I rolled 3 of them, and 4 or higher. That means 50% of the numbers on the dice. I am successful, and I have 3 of them.
And you missed.
And I rolled like a 1, 2, 2, I think, or something like that. And so I missed, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, ah. So I was a little disappointed. Come back around later in the game. Gary scored a few points. He's all, he's ahead of me by a lot right at this point. And I'm running Misty in again. I was like, yeah, this is going to happen. He's going to redeem himself. I rolled all 1s.
Just wasn't in the cards. Huh?
I missed again. That means I rolled 6 dice, 50% chance on each of them that I will be successful. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get any of them.
50% is still 50% chance of losing.
Yeah, but if I take a coin and I flip it 6 times, it's not always going to be heads every one of them.
But it doesn't, just because you rolled multiples more than one time doesn't change the odds of the other die.
I know that.
It's still 50% chance every time. So the odds don't get better just because you're rolling 3 of them.
But I'm rolling 3, yeah, but it doesn't get... But
it seems like it does.
No, it does. It does. The odds do get better because the odds are one of them is going to be, a bit higher than 50%.
No, it's still 50%. That's how math works.
Yeah, no, but I'm rolling more than once. It's like if you roll 6 in a row, one of them is going to be higher than 3.
It's 50% on each of them. So you're 50% chance going to lose, get it, or not.
That's not how it works, Dudley.
Yes, it is exactly how it works.
That's not how statistics work.
That is exactly
that's not how probabilities work.
Okay, anyone who's a mathematician that's listening wants to tell us who's right. It's me. You can email us.
Every time you roll, you're increasing your chance of getting the other.
No, you're not. It's still 50%. Every dice.
If you only consider that one dice, but each time, it's every time you roll.
It's still 50% for
I'm
each
not
dice.
Going to argue with you because you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
You're wrong.
It's 50% for each dice. It doesn't matter how many you roll. You're still 50-50 chance.
Yeah. And I was coming on into this game feeling I was doing really well.
Yeah.
On all fronts except on scoring. Yeah. I was constantly hounding his guys and doing all these status effects and just kind of messing up his game. He was constantly he was preparing this one guy to do something, and I would do a bunch of stuff to him and he couldn't do it. And I was just constantly hounding him and keeping him having to fight for everything he did, and I made no points.
Yeah. No points? How many did you get?
No. I had 2 points at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
But the game goes to 12 points.
He had 12 points,
he had
and
12
you only
points.
had 2?
I should have had 10. When I went to make the score a second time...
It's not a 1-point score thing.
No. When you score, it's 3 points.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
I was going to say, he scored 12 times.
Yeah.
That's not right. Okay.
No, because he scored twice, and then he knocked out 2 of my guys twice.
Okay.
And that's 2 points each. I knocked out one of his guys, so I had 2 points, but if I had made both those scores, which probability-wise was in my favor... we would have been even. We would have been at the time when he won. It was 10-10 before he made his last. It would have been 10-10 with his last point.
Yeah.
Instead, it was 10-2.
Your chances were 50-50.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't, Dudley.
It never changes.
You don't know.
Just because the dice you roll one dice doesn't affect the other 2 dice.
I'm not saying it does, but to me, I'm not saying it affects the dice actual rolls. I'm saying chances are, the way probability works, if you're going to roll it, so many times, you're going to get some of the other, you're going to get some of the other numbers.
It's 50-50.
No.
Okay.
You're saying that if you flip a coin, it's just
always
as likely
50-50.
Just as likely you're going to get heads every time as if you were going to get a mix?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
That's not how it works.
That's exactly
how it works.
You do not know
what
that is exactly how it works. Every time you flip the coin,
we're gonna move on from this.
Okay, but
you're wrong.
Saying, if anyone wants to throw their opinions at us, we're on Twitter, so check it. Go tell us.
Yeah. You're so wrong.
I'm not wrong. I am. That's how math
I was coming
works.
in feeling pretty good because the last game that Gary and I played, I still lost. But each team has a mascot.
Yeah.
And mine's a little like raven. I think it's a raven. It's like a little black bird.
Yeah.
Named Dirge.
Mm-hmm.
And I scored with the bird.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Which is like ridiculous. Like doesn't happen. But the bird can fly like 10 inches across the table. And so I happened to be in a position. I was like, I can kick the ball to the bird. And I did. And the bird got it. And the bird has a terrible kick stat. But I rolled him right up and kicked it. Boom, scored.
So what you're telling me is the bird who shouldn't have hit it.
Yes,
but
that's
the
exactly
thing that should have hit it didn't.
Yeah, I think the bird has a 1 dice kick. You roll 1 dice and get a 4 or higher.
50% chance.
And I made it then.
Yeah.
But then when I rolled up with my 3 dice, I couldn't get 1.
Same odds.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not
anyway,
the same odds.
Let's move on. I've been playing Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Finished the Automatron DLC.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you liked it?
I liked it. Pretty enjoyable. I enjoy the robot stuff.
Yeah, the robot stuff's cool.
The story it's short.
It's real short. It's fairly simple.
It's very simple. Kind of has a little bit of a twist. I don't want to give it away, but it's not a big thing.
The mechanist is cool.
Yeah, the mechanist is pretty cool. The concept is great. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's enjoyable.
The final fight is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
You built your own robot?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I was playing.
You upgraded with Ada, right?
I upgraded with Ada, so I've just been running out with Ada.
Yeah.
And
that's what I did.
But yeah, I'll probably build a robot at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, also they put out the Fallout 4 survival mode is out in beta.
Yeah.
Right now, so if you're on Steam, you can download the beta for it and play it. Yeah. Daniel.
I'm making fun of Dudley. Dudley's waving his arms. He's flailing.
I'm flailing.
He's flailing about Fallout 4 survival mode.
Yeah, Fallout 4 survival mode. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna give this a go.
Uh-huh.
And I played probably an hour into it.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm also recording it, so maybe I'll put out a little video of
it.
But it changes the game so much.
Yeah. Is it drastic?
It is pretty drastic. Like I spent basically the first hour just trying to find food and water because it was hindering my action points. And I
you just said, I don't care about finding my son.
Yeah,
I need to eat.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I was, and I was just like, and then also everything has weight now, and I'm just like, oh, so it may be just psychological right now. I'm just like, but it's fun. I'll be playing some more of that, but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know when they're going to release the actual,
like the full version.
Probably within a month or so, I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah, well, we have of course, this month we have we should be getting another DLC.
Yeah, it's coming out. So I would assume it's kind of like the last one
like
toward the end of the month.
Yeah, the 20-something.
Yeah,
probably.
They'll probably announce it the week before.
Yeah, like they did with the last one. They'll put out a trailer and So I'm looking forward to more of that.
Good fun.
Good stuff.
We also played another game.
Oh yeah, that was recommended to us.
Yes, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. We finally played it.
Who's Your Daddy?
Who's Your Daddy?
Which is an early access game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really buggy.
Yeah, it's pretty buggy.
It's really buggy.
It's real cheap though.
It's really cheap. It's like $5.
$5.
$5.
And we both got it.
We both picked up a copy, and we just jumped in it blind.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, and that game, it is such a weird game.
Such a weird, twisted game.
Because basically the concept of the game is one person is the father, and the other person is the baby.
Yeah.
And the father is trying to run around and child-proof the house.
Yes.
Which is full of hazards.
And the baby is trying to kill himself.
Yeah, the baby is basically trying to commit suicide.
Yeah, the suicidal baby.
By drinking whatever cleaning fluids it can find, eating batteries, sticking itself in the oven.
I ate so many batteries in that game.
I stuck myself in the oven once and turned it on.
Yeah, that was probably when I was like, what the hell are we playing?
Yeah, it's such a weird game. We played it for about an hour.
Yeah,
we actually we recorded it, but we were having some issues.
Yeah, we had some, because the game is kind of buggy. When I don't know if it's affecting our recording, but
I was having, like, even when we weren't recording, we were playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I kept having video drivers crash on me.
Yeah,
and I haven't had any problem with any other game. It's just that game.
Yeah, because I recorded, playing Fallout 4, and it's more heavy intensive and had no issues.
Yeah.
But we played this for a couple hours. My computer crashed.
Yeah,
it just
both of
shut
ours
down.
crashed.
And then a little bit later, yours did.
Yeah,
so
both of ours crashed the same way. So
we're not sure if we'll get the video out for it, but
yeah, I'm not sure. We need to look at what we got and kind of go from there, because it corrupted some of the files.
Yeah, it's a weird game.
It is such a weird game.
But you were really good at it.
I was getting really good at it.
I was terrible. I couldn't save you if I was the father, and I couldn't die as the baby.
Yeah.
I just could not do it.
I kind of got the hang of it, I guess. Well, we quickly realized the more you play it, the more you kind of learn the level, learn the house and where the problems are and like where the things are, and learn how some of the mechanics works. Like you can run around and lock the cabinet so the baby can't get in the cabinet. But and then learn that if they go on a vent, where the vents come out. And I was super proud of myself. Yesterday we played, and what happened was I was the father in the previous round. Well, there's a garage, and there's a little Volkswagen Beetle in the garage.
Yeah.
And
which I've been playing around with it, the baby. I was like, there's got to be a way to drive this car.
Yeah, because you can
like
press the gas pedal and shift the gears, and there's a handbrake or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you kept going to it, but you never could figure anything out. Well, I realized that you had to have a key. Cause you got to start the car.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, am I gonna, poison myself with, with fumes or something, with exhaust fumes, or what happened? Well, while you were the baby and I was the father, doing a really good job of keeping you alive, like a good father should.
Yeah, I'm a terrible father apparently.
And I happened to see on the ground the keys to the car, and I thought, oh man, and it changes, it randomizes some stuff, and I'm like, oh. Well, hopefully it'll be there when I'm the baby now. Yeah. Sure enough, I went the baby. I managed to sneak away so you couldn't find me.
Yeah, I could not find you. I did not know where you were.
I was closing doors behind me, hiding my tracks. I went through a vent, got into the laundry room, picked up the keys, and then went straight into the garage. And I got in there, and I started the car. And I'm like, okay, it's running now. What do I do now? And I was looking, okay, well, I'll push the gas. I pushed the gas, and it revved up, and nothing happened. Yeah. I was like, oh, it needs to be in gear. I pushed it in gear. Still nothing happened. I'm like, all right, and then I looked, and there's the handbrake.
Yeah.
I thought, the handbrake's on. And I thought, I'll just release it, and then I can hit the gas pedal. I hit the gas pedal, the handbrake, and the car just launched. It just, like, I got a jolt, and then I died immediately. Like, the car just smashed into
I had no idea what was happening. I was still trying to charge the room and had no idea where you were.
You were
and next thing you know, you were dead. I was like... And then you're in the other room. I just heard you howling and just laughing so hard, and I was just like... Okay, and then I kind of clicked. I was like, he figured out the car.
I totally figured out the car. You came in there like, what did you do? And I'm like, I figured out the car. And I was so satisfied.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like a big dead baby joke.
Yeah.
That's what the thing is.
And it's weird and twisted and
you drink all these things and it poisons you and you start turning green. And and as the father, you're going around like there are pills everywhere, which I thought like the pills were for like the baby could take the pills safe, to overdose on. No, the pills are actually there to heal the baby when he poisons himself.
Yeah.
So once I figured that out, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to give you some pills. You kept eating stuff and eating batteries.
No,
I kept
you kept
giving you
me,
pills.
And it was really annoying.
Getting pills, and then I gave you some fruit to heal you up, and then you doused yourself in gasoline, which I did to you once.
Yeah.
And which is terrifying.
Yeah.
And you doused yourself in gasoline and ran and got to a candle and touched it and caught on fire. Well, I saw you were heading that way, so I ran into the laundry room, grabbed the fire extinguisher, and then I was ready.
See, I thought I had it at that point. I was running, and I got to the deal, and then you just start taking off running, and then I turn around, and you have the fire extinguisher.
And I'm like,
oh, come on.
And I put you out, and I'm like...
And then you started feeding me fruits, and I was
started
like,
giving
come
you fruits.
on.
Here,
so
have an apple. Feel better.
I think I saved you once.
Yeah.
And that was it. I never was able to die at the baby. And then maybe once. I think I cooked myself at one point. But most part, I did not win.
I drowned myself in the tub once.
You kept fighting me on that one. I kept turning it off. And then, it's weird because I wish you could, normal world, you can pick up a baby.
Yeah.
You cannot pick up a baby in this game.
Yeah.
Unless you have
There's a little grabber.
A little grabber. And that's
what's it called?
weird.
Like a baby handler or something like that. I don't
remember what it was called.
There's a lot of weird stuff. It's a weird game.
It's so weird.
And I'm curious. I feel like I've played it now.
Yeah.
We maybe have an hour in it.
I think if I ever played it, mostly just play it again just to show people.
Yeah.
Because it's really absurd.
Well, and so in such early access, I imagine they're going to change stuff.
Well, yeah,
and it's going
to
get better.
It gets better because it's really kind of buggy right now.
It's really buggy.
And
like
the graphics are weird.
Yeah, the graphics aren't good. The father, when he crouches, his top of his body just sinks through his legs.
Yeah.
And it's really disturbing looking.
Yeah. I hope I'm sure they'll come out with more levels and more house
and
design.
Upgrade the graphics.
Upgrade the at least you don't have to upgrade the graphics that much. Just make it where it's just, not so glitchy.
Yeah. I didn't look at. They had an update just recently that added multiplayer, basically. Yeah. Because right now it's just 1 versus 1. Well, you can actually have up to 8 players. It's 4 babies versus 4 daddies. Basically.
Wow.
So you have 4 people, which is cool. I think it makes it easier to cover ground. I think. Because it seems like it's a little skewed toward the baby. If you don't know what you're doing, I think it's a little skewed. It's easier for the baby to kill himself than to father to save him. Until you get more experience. Yeah. But I think if you have multiple ones of each of them, I think it'll balance it out.
It's weird.
It's a weird game. I'm kind of curious to see how it develops. It's one of those games I could easily see never getting more developed than it is.
Yeah, but it could happen. It could be one of the things that never leaves early access.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I'm curious. I would just want more levels and fix the bugs.
Yeah. That's really all. Just more levels and less bugs. And that's it.
Don't make it stop crashing my my video drivers.
Yeah.
My screen, which it doesn't kill the game most of the time. It just flashes my screen off and it pops back up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, mine did that once, and it was kind of annoying. But
so yeah, that's what we've been playing.
Yeah, that's what we played this week.
So want to talk about some news?
Yeah.
Well, here's the big thing I want to talk about. We're in the revolution, Dudley.
Yes.
We're in the virtual reality revolution. Yeah, it's a reality. Virtual reality is a reality. And
did you write that down just to say that?
No, I didn't write it down. I just thought of it and stuck it in my head and unleashed it.
How long has it been in your brain?
Just about an hour ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because the Oculus Rift came out.
Yeah, the Oculus Rift.
It's still shipping. I mean, it's out quotations. Apparently the shipping's slow. And a lot of people don't know when they're getting it.
Yeah, they seem to. It's been released. It's launched, as they say. They gave the guy, one of the creators or whatever, went all the way to Alaska to hand deliver
ship the first one. Yeah,
the first one.
Yeah,
but anyone who's bought it, they don't have an official shipping date or anything like that. And so people don't know when they're getting it.
Yeah, apparently it's happening. Apparently, I don't know. When I first reading about it, it seemed like it was a big issue. But the more I read, the more it seemed like
People
a
just
lot
impatient.
of people. Yeah, a lot of people have them. A lot more people have them than they realize, and that they're getting out there. It's just it's gonna take time. I mean, I imagine they got a lot of orders.
Well, the thing, it's been coming out for like
it's
3
been,
or 4 years.
Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time.
It's been a long time coming.
It's changed
so
a lot over the years.
I'm sure
too.
there were a lot of people who pre-ordered it.
It was
back
the
when the Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's
so.
yeah,
I'm sure there were so many.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many orders.
Well, and it's become more advanced since the original design because they got their Kickstarter was such a huge success. They actually it became a better device because of that.
Yeah, and then it got bought by Facebook.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
I didn't
Facebook,
even know that.
The people on, I guess Mark Zuckerberg or whatever,
whoever,
they Facebook bought it. They own it now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. Okay,
I did miss that.
Yeah.
And,
so they own Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
So people were worried what they were going to do with it, but it still came out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it affected anything.
Yeah, it's on its way out. People are getting it, and then the Vive,
the HTC
Vive, the partnership between HTC and Valve,
comes out on Tuesday,
the
as
5th,
in
tomorrow,
April 5th.
the day after this podcast airs.
Yeah,
and I've heard good things about it. The Penny Arcade guys, Mike and
they
Jerry, they have it. They talk about it the most. And
I'm really excited for this. I mean, I would love to have one.
I would too.
But they're so expensive.
Yeah, the Vive's $800.
Yeah, I think the Oculus is
somewhere around there.
I think
too.
it's 8 or 9, somewhere up there as well.
Yeah,
really expensive.
It is expensive,
and I just can't bring myself to spend that much money.
I just can't spend that much right now. I'm fascinated by it. I want to try it. We were at PAX South, and they had some there to try out, but the lines were so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I jumped in it early, but I never did. The lines were so long, I never had a chance to get in to try it out.
One of our friends tried to get in there. It was like as soon as the convention opened, he went straight to it, and he still didn't get in.
He still couldn't get it. They would just fill up.
Really fast.
But it looked cool, and I'm really intrigued by it. I can really see myself getting into it a lot. Especially for certain types of games.
Yeah, it looks great. I would like. They've already come out with on Steam it's called Virtual Desktop.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically takes your desktop.
Yeah.
And your monitor screen and whatever, and then just basically you wear the headset, and then you have your desktop just in front of you, and you can look around and stuff, zoom in, all that stuff. So you have a virtual desktop instead of you looking at it on your monitor. You look at it through it, which is pretty interesting. It's still pretty basic right now.
Yeah.
And it'll have, like, if you have multiple monitors, you can have multiple monitors in it.
And it's just you have to start somewhere. I mean,
it's real simple. It's pretty cool. I watched a video on it, and the cool thing about it is you can have your stuff you're working or your video, gaming, whatever, right on your screen or whatever, and then also you can watch. You can have there's like a theater mode where it looks like you're sitting in a theater, and then you got your movie
got a big screen.
That's just your desktop playing whatever videos.
It's just really
kind of cool.
That's cool. I mean, it doesn't work for multiple people.
No.
I mean, if you're a loner, this is perfect for you. But if you have someone who sits next to you and watches you play something, not ideal.
Yeah.
But I'm really fascinated, and I was just talking to you about. I'm also, like, as much as I'm fascinated by VR, I'm also kind of interested in augmented reality, and where it's like things that are like
it takes your environment,
it's projected into your reality, your environment. And I was talking to you about it, how I know that it's coming, that I can have instead of at my desk, instead of having a bunch of monitors like I do now. I don't have monitors. I just have a headset I wear, and I can place my screens wherever I want them. Yeah, and I can have as many as I want, which is cool. And then I saw a thing. I think it's called the Meta 2.
Okay.
And it's that exactly. Like, it's supposed to be more of an educational tool.
Yeah.
But where you can kind of have models of things that you break apart to show students, which is really cool.
Yeah, we watched the video on it, and it looks pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. It still looks like it has a long way to go.
Yeah, the motion tracking, I mean, that stuff's hard. Yeah, it'll get better.
Motion tracking wasn't it didn't quite, things didn't quite stay where they're supposed to.
They wiggle
and stuff like that.
That's true of any augmented reality
and
stuff
that's cool. It's fine if you're really gung-ho about getting into it, but for those kind of things I will wait
wait till years
it
refines a little bit
where they got it down, and then because for those things to work well, you need an environment that well lit, whatever. But as technology gets better and they get better at it, it'll be pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I think the VR stuff is there. I mean, if it works as well as everyone says it does, and the way it looks, I can see myself spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah,
if I ever get one.
In the next year or so, one of us will probably have one.
Yeah, our buddy Josh was talking about it. I don't know if he's still planning to get one or not, and I hope he does. I'm praying he does.
Yeah,
because as soon as he does, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm coming to Dallas. I'm coming to hang out.
Yeah,
and he knows I'm not there to see him. I'm there to see his VR setup.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know which one. I kind of want to wait till they're all out and see which ones people say are the best.
Yeah.
I mean, so far, the one I've heard the most about is the Vive, because I listen to the Pioneer Arcade guys a lot, and so they talked about the Vive a lot. And so,
I haven't heard one way or the other yet, but
I've heard good things.
So hopefully that'll be pretty cool. That'll keep
it'll
keep getting better.
About. Yeah,
it's gonna keep getting better.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe cheaper would be nice.
I mean,
better and cheaper.
As with everything, as it becomes more readily available and the technology gets streamlined, it'll come down. It's just,
they'll come out. It'll be like the Apple.
Yeah, and it's
iPhone.
It's funny because
every year they'll come out with the new VR headset. And last year dropped to $100, and you can trade it in and upgrade.
Well, it's weird because last summer I was contemplating getting a new monitor. I wanted to get a gaming monitor.
Yeah.
Something that had like a G-Sync chip in it, so I could sync it with my video card, so I could sync up frame rate to get the maximum, quality out of my video card, I guess.
Yeah.
And which gaming monitors are more expensive.
Yes, they are.
But now I'm thinking like, should I spend that money on but I can spend the same amount of money and buy myself a VR set.
Yeah, I would probably go with a VR set.
I don't know.
Honestly,
It's so fancy, I guess. It's so new.
The frame rate syncing is kind of irrelevant to me. Yeah. I mean, I have no problem. People talk about the frame rates in games and noticing. I don't. Most of the time, don't notice. Yeah, okay, every once in a while it chugs and I can see it, whatever. But most of the time it doesn't bother me, so I don't focus that much on it. So I wouldn't get the VR chip. I would get the G chip sync chip.
Yeah, the gaming monitor.
Gaming monitor. If I was going to get another monitor, it would be a 4K or something. Yeah. But otherwise, I would probably get a VR set.
Yeah,
I would more likely get that.
And shifting gears a little bit on that, because it's not much more. It's about the same price, if not more. Not much more.
Yeah.
And so that's something I want one.
Yeah.
But again, it's on the list of I want flight controls.
Yeah.
That's way cheaper than a VR set.
Yeah. Well, once you get you gotta get both.
You get flight sticks and
Valkyrie, Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Well, you could use both.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if No Man's Sky. Surely they're gonna come up with some my dream game that's I want the whole reason I want flight controls for. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine playing with flight controls and VR.
That'd be the ultimate setup.
Oh man, yeah. I might vomit. I don't know.
Yeah. I saw a video
out of motion sick and joy.
I saw a video. It was in Japan. I can't remember if it was the Vive or the Oculus Rift. It was one of them. Mm-hmm. And it was they had these people, and they were having to save a cat.
Yeah, I saw something like that. Yeah.
So what they did, they had a board laid on the ground. And then they had them on the headset and everything. And the headset went through their eyes. They look like the board is sticking out the side of a really tall building. So you're on the 100th floor of a building, and there's a cat on the end of that board, and and so these people are trying to save this cat, but
they're just on the ground, right?
They're standing on the ground, but they're on a board, so
it feels like they're on the edge.
They feel like
they can feel the precipice.
Yeah, they feel the edge of the board. So it's hilarious watching these people crawl on this board to go save this cat, which they actually have a fake little stuffed cat thing at the end of the board. So when they get to the end of it in the game, they
see. On the one hand, I could see myself really getting into it the way they do.
Yeah,
and then being afraid of it. On the other hand, I can also have a higher mind, and I can be like, this isn't real, and just bolting out there.
Do you really?
It depends on how immersive it is.
You have a higher mind.
Well, let's not get into the semantics.
What I'm saying is above average mind. I'll give you that.
Well, this is deaf and dumb.
Okay, below average.
But still, like, there is a point where you have to say, this is a game. It depends on how immersive it is. I mean, from what I've seen, it's supposed to be pretty immersive.
Yeah. Well, and this one wasn't even, like, the cat one wasn't even that great graphics or anything.
Yeah.
The cat looks like a little animated cat kind of thing, and it wasn't CG, whatever. Wasn't that super realistic, but these people were, like, freaking out. And, and some of them would, like, walk carefully. Some people just started crawling, and they were going to save that cat. And it just made me laugh.
I've heard this about this because one of the things that comes, I think, with the Vive is a office simulator.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of it's really clever because they're using motions that you use normally in life already, like answer the phone, type on the keyboard type thing, or like pick up a drink, like you know how to eat. You pick it up and you hold it up in your face, right? You eat it, or you take a drink. All those motions that you are innate already. And so you're like, the phone starts ringing. You know how to pick up a phone. You do that all the time.
Yeah.
You just pick up the phone. And so it's really clever how they've, used the immersion to get you into that environment. But apparently, like, it gives you little instructions of, you need to do this, you should do this, or go to the copy machine. But you don't have to do those things.
Yeah.
So I'm really kind of curious to see, like, it sets you up in an environment that feels normal, like, oh, this is you working in an office or simulating a working office. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm just not going to do it and like, fight against the system. and apparently that's where you can get into a lot of fun. It's just like doing whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
And so I'm playing, if I'm playing Save the Cat.
Would you do it, or would you just jump off the building?
I think the first time I would do it. The second time, I would just, like, punch the cat off or jump off the building myself just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Just to see, does it, like, get my heart rate rushing? Because
sure
it feels like I'm falling off.
Am
Am I going to be standing on the floor screaming?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how well it draws me in.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting.
It's exciting. It's a really exciting time.
Exciting times
for gaming and technology.
Yeah. See where it goes.
Yeah, and like that. The thing is, like,
hopefully
seeing how this is going to change things. I'm really curious to see what it does.
Hopefully, people, the developers will take advantage of it, because it was kind of like the Wii when it came out and had the Wiimote controller and everything. Yeah. That technology was so great, but it didn't seem like anyone really tapped into it. Some games did, but they didn't seem to really... But
only on a basic level.
Yeah, it was never really, and it was up to the developers to do it, and they just weren't motivated to do it again. And so hopefully this time with the they'll be better.
I think this has a bigger hook.
I think so, with the goggles or whatever.
I mean, they've been doing VR stuff for forever.
Yeah.
But it just got to the point where we can do it really, really well.
Well, they did. Nintendo did the VR, Virtual Boy.
That was which wasn't really necessarily VR. It was
a video game right in your face.
Yeah, it was an attempt at 3D.
Yeah, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, well, it apparently strained your eyes. Really bad.
Our uncle actually bought it for us for Christmas. He got it for Christmas.
He got us a Virtual Boy.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy. It's the new console thing, and so we were huge fans of Nintendo. So he got it for us. And he tried it out.
We never saw it.
We never saw it. He tried it out. And he played like an hour on it. And it messed his eyes up so bad that he took it back.
It gave him a headache.
And he apparently his eyes were like twitchy.
Yeah. Apparently he was having trouble seeing and stuff.
And so he took it back for our own safety.
Yeah, he didn't want to give it to us.
I kind of wish he hadn't. And gave it to us anyway. We didn't even play it.
Even if we played it and went, oh, this hurts our eyes, and didn't play it, we still have it.
We would have it. And
we didn't get rid of any console. We still have all our consoles.
Well, we did get rid of the Nintendo. I just bought the NES, but I bought another one.
That's right. That's right.
Because we couldn't have it in the Super NES.
Yeah, we still have all the original.
Yeah, we do now.
Yeah. But it's really, really fascinating time. I'm really excited.
All right, we got to get through some of this other news before we.
I want to preface this. Well, Dark Souls 3 comes out in about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. It's not this week, but next.
Yes, the 12th.
The 12th. And
April 12th.
We're really excited about that. We like Dark Souls a lot, which we've talked about a little before.
Yeah.
And so Dark Souls 3 is coming out. Well, they had on Steam. I hadn't pre-ordered it yet. Well, Steam had a bundle and still does.
Yeah.
where you get Dark Souls and the Steam controller.
Yeah, you get the
together.
Steam controller for 40% off.
Yeah.
So you save $20 on the
Yeah, it's
Steam
normally
controller.
like $50. You
Yeah,
get it
it's
for
normally
like 30.
$49.99. Now it's 30.
Yeah, and my Xbox
Or
controller,
$29.99.
my wired Xbox controller broke
Yeah.
a while ago, and I've been using my PS4 controller I had, but it doesn't work for everything. And so I was thinking about getting a new one. In fact, I was actually kind of drooling over the Xbox One Elite controller.
Yeah.
Because that thing is sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
I wouldn't get it.
I could see myself buying one, but treat myself. But now I was like, well, I need another controller, and so I bought in. I pre-ordered Dark Souls 3 with the Steam controller.
Yeah, so you'll be getting in probably this week.
So hopefully this week. It should come in this week. So
Yeah.
maybe next episode I'll be able to give a little bit of a review of how the Steam controller is, because I don't have a clue.
Yeah,
It looks weird.
I wanted to try it out because I was looking around. We went to a couple stores recently, and I was like, maybe they'll have one. I can feel it, and I have not touched one yet, and I'd like to. And I might get it. I haven't decided yet.
Well, you're going to try out mine.
I'm gonna wait till you get yours, and then I'm gonna try it, and then I probably, if I like it, I'll immediately get one.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try it. I don't blind buy hardware very often.
No,
but,
I don't at all.
I'm a little nervous, but timid maybe.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm gonna try something new.
You talked about not blind buying thing. I have the same keyboard I have from my first computer I built.
Yeah.
It's over
I don't
10
like that
years
keyboard,
old.
yeah.
It's I got it in high school. I still use it because every keyboard I want to try it before I use it, and most stores don't have the ones they do. They only have a few, and I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and the ones I look at online, I'm like, this might be fine, but I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
But can't do it.
I love my keyboard I have right now.
Yeah.
I had a
need to get
Razer.
one.
I had a Razer gaming keyboard, but it kept. There was something wrong with the drivers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a hardware issue or a driver issue. It was crashing my computer.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to figure out that's what it was. For some reason, it did not agree with it, and it was just like giving me problems.
Yeah.
So I finally had to just toss it.
Which is odd because Razer usually.
It's pretty good, and I've had updates, and it was doing weird stuff, and so I think it was a faulty hardware. I think there was something wrong with it. But I switched to a Steel series that has and it's huge. That's the only thing that's kind of ridiculous. It's really big because it's got a bunch of extra buttons and macros and stuff on it, and I really like it because you can lay out all your own colors on it and backlighting and everything. Yeah. Really cool, but I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I've gone through several keyboards.
I've been looking at keyboards, and if I ever get a little bit extra money, I will get one. I'm thinking about getting the Razer Chrome or Chroma.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, but it has the colors,
Yeah.
and you can change it and everything. Each key will change. It has LED, so you can change the color.
See,
I'm thinking about doing that because then I can change setup when I'm working or when I'm playing games and stuff. And I'm thinking about that, but I haven't committed.
Mine
yet.
does a lot of stuff like that I haven't messed with. Like, in fact, we were at the LAN, and mine was flashing red, and I was like, I thought it broke. But it turned out that in some games, when your health gets low, it starts flashing red.
Oh,
like
that's crazy.
Which I wouldn't know. I don't look down at my hands.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have never noticed it if I happened to glance, and I was like, what is going on with my keyboard?
My Xbox wired controller has a light,
Yeah,
and when you get hit, it flashes. Drives me nuts.
I don't. It's not necessary. But you sent me that link. What was it called?
Yeah, it was the QWERTY
keyboard, and it's a keyboard that
looks like a typewriter.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth keyboard.
Looks like
looks like an old typewriter with the round keys. I love it so.
And
it's even got a handle.
It's got the handle.
Does it return?
Handle. Yeah.
Oh my! I fell in love immediately. You sent that to me, and I was just like, I want this. I must have this immediately.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And the only thing that stopped me, the only reason I don't have that coming right now, one is Bluetooth, and it didn't have a numpad, which it wouldn't, but I could let that go. But one is Bluetooth, and I'd have to figure that out. And then two, it's what, $400?
It was on sale. I sent it to you for $349.
It was $350, and I'm like, $350 for a keyboard?
Yeah.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
The fact that it's wireless, I don't like.
The reason it costs that much, it's made of metal.
Yeah.
It's actually made of metal.
I know.
It's like really high quality material, so it's really nice.
Oh, it looks so good,
it's
though.
so expensive.
It's too expensive. If it had been half that price, I'd have one on the way right now.
I can't.
Even though I don't like wireless keyboards.
If you did a if you do writing and stuff,
Yeah.
and so if you only did that, you'd go for it. But I can't see you playing video games.
I wouldn't play games on it.
Yeah,
No.
I
But
just can't see that working.
I wanted it. That's like, there's like, you find those things that are just like your style, your like that someone made something that felt like they made it just for you.
Mhm.
I saw that and I'm like, they made this just for me. No,
It's
no one
really
else wants
nice.
this. I'm the only one who wants this.
Yeah.
I was so in love with that thing.
Yeah.
Too much though.
Maybe when we're rich and famous, you
When
could buy
rich and
one.
famous, maybe I won't be able to find it. But
Yeah, they probably stopped making it. Then you have to have special orders.
I'll have to buy it off eBay or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a couple other news. We'll just kind of run through these real quick. Mostly just stuff that's happened and real quick on Fallout 4. Okay, so Todd Howard, this is probably a month or so ago, he mentioned that he was like in a Q&A and they talked about things that people haven't found in the game yet. He said, he made a comment about how there's one secret no one's talked about, and it's on a
terminal.
He said in a terminal.
Yeah.
So this guy spent like 24 hours in game playing and searched out and found every terminal in the game and didn't read them. He just took pictures of them all. He took a screen grab of every
So you just get a screen grab?
Yeah, he was just doing it. He took pictures of it all so other people can read them.
Oh, so he's providing the
He's
data.
providing the data.
And he's crowdsourcing it.
Yeah,
the rest of
and he's crowdsourcing
trying
the
to
rest.
find
So
whatever
he has,
this thing is.
Let's see.
How much you want to bet there is no? He was just like the guy just threw something out there.
It's probably just a minor story element. That,
Yeah.
like an intriguing thing, but
Yeah.
no one thought anything twice about. But he has the guy. His username is Lavonicus.
Okay. I'll take your word at it.
Yeah.
I can't see it right now.
It's on his Steam account or whatever. He has 1,364 images of terminals. So all the terminals are on there, and now it's just for people
who feels like
go
going
through and
yeah.
just wants to read them and see if they can find what he was talking about. So
I heard that too a while back, and I was like, he could be serious, or I'm sure some people have found it. They just didn't post about it. Yeah, there are people that found it. It just sure. No, they didn't post it online or whatever. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. That's like buying into it too much. Like as much as I like Fallout,
but that's people on the internet. People will go to that link to find stuff like that. But this guy's kind of. He's been doing stuff like this already, where before he did this, he was collecting all the items in the game.
Okay, yeah.
And piling them on the island in the game. He's playing it on PS4, apparently. He wanted to crash his PS4. That was what he was trying to do.
That'll do
I was
it.
just like, and that was what he was doing. And so he went through the whole game. He had a grid system. That's how he was doing. He did that once, and then he heard about the terminal thing,
and
so
took
he
a break.
did it all again.
Wow.
He did the grid and searched the entire game, and I was like, good lord. And it took him 25 hours to do it.
I'm surprised it's not more than that.
I know. I was surprised he covered that much ground so quickly.
He sounds a little obsessive.
Yeah.
Obsessive compulsive. It's
other
interesting,
news,
but it's weird.
Okay, other news. Let's see. Okay. A game came out on Steam recently called Watch Paint Dry.
Yeah.
The game. Not a real game.
No.
This 16-year-old kid, was able to get this game onto Steam without approval from Valve.
Yeah.
He found a vulnerability within the system and was able to get Steamworks, which is the the
dev kill. He
was able to get Steamworks so he could get, and then he made this game. He's not even a game developer.
He's not.
He just did it because he apparently had contacted Valve and told them there's this vulnerability in your system.
There's kind of a bounty hunter thing going on with where hackers can find vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
And
he
do it to show it to them to reveal it, and then sometimes the company might pay them a little bit or something, or give them at least recognize them.
Google, if anyone finds anything wrong within their system, they will pay you.
It's a security flaw.
Yeah, any kind of thing they pay. A lot of companies don't.
Yeah,
Valve So he apparently told them, and they didn't do anything. So he put this game on there to basically prove
To
it
make
could
a
be
point,
done. To
yeah.
make a point. He's a 16-year-old kid.
I know. I read the article.
His name is Ruby Nealon.
Yeah.
Not a developer. He's been doing this kind of stuff since he was 11.
I know. I read about him, and I was just floored.
It's really crazy, and it's kind of funny.
It's weird to think about. I'm going to sidetrack just a bit. Like young kids growing up now with their entire life having the internet. Like, they have all the knowledge in the world at their fingertip. I mean, we were like 13, 14 before we got the internet.
Yeah.
And it became a thing, and so it's
and
been a
even
big
then
part
it
of
was
our life.
dial-up.
Yeah. But it's been a big part of our lives. But I can't imagine if we had the internet when we were that young. I can't imagine what we could have, like, our potential, like,
how much smarter we'd be.
I don't know if smarter, but the amount, the information we could have absorbed and how we could educate ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, most everything I learn is by doing research and, reading on the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had that at a young age it's really easier for you to absorb this information.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me.
Yeah. It's interesting, and he's already in college. He's 16 years old. He started college when he was 14. He's a prime example of that. He's really, obviously very smart.
Very smart.
But apparently, Valve had the article I read. They'd reached out to Valve, and they said they were working to resolve the issue, and they did thank him for it.
Oh, they did thank him? Because the last I heard, they hadn't thanked them or anything.
He actually said he thought about naming it Half-Life 3, the game, and he said he was just worried he would get sued, which he wouldn't have. There was no way Valve would sue him. He had nothing for them to sue. It would have been taken down immediately, and it would have been
I think it would have been too obvious. Like, people would have, they would have seen it. It would have been like, it's like drawing a big target on your face.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Yeah.
Way to go, kid.
Yeah. Right
Keep
on.
Good work.
Keep doing stuff.
Keep finding problems with things.
You're obviously a really smart kid. Keep doing what you're doing.
Good luck. Maybe you make money at it. Let's see what else happened this week. Final Fantasy 15 announced the release date announced.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I barely caught it, but I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy.
I
can't say I'm not a fan. I never played it.
Yeah,
I never played any of them.
I'm a huge fan of 1.
Yeah,
I loved 1. I played 10 a lot. And
Did you play 7 is the big one. Everyone played 7.
I've only played it a little bit. I borrowed a copy once and played it, but I never did get that far into it. 10 I played a lot, but then I got stuck at some point and never finished it.
Yeah.
1's the only one I played a lot. And I played it a bunch because it came out on a Game Boy Advance at some point. I played a bunch there, and I actually had it on my phone. I have the iOS version.
Yeah.
That's actually the one that I actually finished the game on.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. It's simple. I don't know. I enjoy RPGs. I just
it's kind of interesting because it's kind of they released all this information about it all at once. It's going to come out in the fall, September.
Okay.
And it's on PS4 and Xbox One. But they also are coming out with a new CGI movie.
Yeah.
And also a prequel anime series. I don't know if it's like a short run thing.
So it's just like all media.
Yeah, it's just like they're just doing a broad spread of
pushing
of
hard.
Yeah, and so it's kind of if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, that's happening. Yeah. So you should be excited.
You probably already know.
I
may check it out. I don't know. I like I said, the ones I've played, I've liked. I just haven't celebrated the entire catalog.
Yeah, we have friends that are big fans of Final Fantasy, and everyone talked about 7 when it came out, and I just never played them.
Yeah.
Never played
them. Well, we were more Nintendo people than PlayStation people, so.
Yeah, we kind of got into PlayStation late.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that.
So that's cool.
Oh, and last little news. Nintendo broke the mold, I guess you can say, or broke their trend, and they released They released something on another system that's not theirs.
Okay.
So they released their first mobile app this week.
Okay, yeah.
Called Miitomo.
Yeah, because they've been talking about that they were going to be doing stuff.
Yeah, they announced a while back, a year or so ago, that they were going to start putting out mobile apps. So this is the first one they put out, and it's called Miitomo.
What is it?
It's kind of a social media thing,
where
you create a little me or whatever, and then you can like insert those me's into pictures and stuff.
Okay.
Apparently, people are it's the #1 app on the iTunes store right now.
Oh, really?
It's huge.
Okay.
It's gone over really well.
Okay.
And there are tons of memes now of people placing.
Yeah, we had a friend who was posting a whole bunch of them, and I thought it was funny, but I knew that's what it was, but I didn't really know what else was to it.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's just kind of a social thing.
Okay.
It's interesting, but a lot of people you can take pictures and insert your me into it, or just take a picture and put so people have taken like and made like Donald Trump and stuck his me versions of him and stuff like that. They've done all kinds of so all the big celebrities,
of course,
so that's going around right now. It's real popular. Pretty funny.
Maybe we should get our own me's.
Maybe we might try it out. I don't know. It's free.
So why not?
Well,
let's wrap it up.
We're running out of time.
Wish list, same stuff.
Yeah. Well, my wish list. The only thing I'm throwing on there is the Steam controller.
Yeah.
Because I want it. I don't know yet. I want to try it first, but I want it.
I feel like the last 6 episodes has been me saying things I want, so you know what I want.
Yeah.
Please continue to share us and follow us.
Yeah.
Twitter, Facebook, wherever you do your stuff.
Yeah.
Links are on the top of our page on deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.